The purchase of 12 Mirage 2000 fighter jets from the former Qatar Air Force, QAF, by the Ministry of Defense has sparked debate. This is because the procurement of the Delta Wing fighter aircraft is feared to be a ticking time bomb for the Indonesian Air Force, given that the aircraft is classified as old. Even so, Defense Minister Prabowo Subianto stated that the former Qatari Mirage had advanced technology similar to the Rafale. Meanwhile, recorded flight hours are still low. The Ministry of Defense bought used Mirage jets from Qatar because Indonesia needed fighter planes that could be delivered quickly. The purchase of 12 Mirage consists of 9 single-seat aircraft and 3 double-seat aircraft. Currently, the status of the Mirage procurement contract is in an effective process. The procurement of used Mirages is closely related to the Air Force's combat readiness factors such as the F-5E/F Tiger II jet, which has been retired since 2017. As a replacement, the government then plans to procure a sophisticated Su-35 Sukhoi fighter jet from Russia. However, this plan has so far failed to materialize due to constraints from sanctions from United States legal instruments, namely the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, CAATSA, and the OPAC list. Through this rule, the US is known to often impose sanctions on its partner countries that buy weapons from Russia. On the other hand, at first glance, the Minister of Defense's move to buy used Mirage seems to contradict President Joko Widodo's message not to buy obsolete weapons systems. Jokowi asked that weapons purchases must take into account weapons technology.
Japanese Emperor Naruhito made his first overseas visit since ascending the throne in May 2019. Indonesia became the first country visited by Emperor Naruhito. Emperor Naruhito came to Indonesia because of an invitation from President Joko Widodo during a visit to Japan in July 2022. Therefore, the Emperor of Japan finally paid an official visit to Indonesia at the invitation. Japanese Emperor Naruhito visited the Pluit Reservoir Pumping House, Penjaringan, North Jakarta, on Sunday, the 18th of June 2023. Before visiting the pump house, Emperor Naruhito and his entourage visited the Jakarta Mass Rapid Transit (MRT) depot in Lebak Bulus, South Jakarta. President Joko Widodo invited the Japanese Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako to visit Gria Anggrek at the Bogor Botanical Gardens during a state visit, Monday, the 19th of June 2023. Emperor Naruhito thanked Jokowi for taking him on a tour of the Bogor Botanical Gardens and seeing the orchids growing there. For your information, not all heads of state or heads of government who visit the Bogor Palace are invited to Gria Anggrek. On Tuesday, the 20th of June 2023, Emperor Naruhito and Princess Masako continued to the Kalibata Heroes Cemetery, South Jakarta. The two of them performed a tribute ceremony at the Kalibata Monument and laid wreaths. Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako also visited the iconic building, the National Monument, Monas, in central Jakarta. Both of them admire Monas collections which depict the diversity of cultures in Indonesia. Japanese Emperor Naruhito visited the Yogyakarta Palace on Wednesday, the 21st of June 2023. His arrival was greeted with the performance of the oldest dance Beksan Lawang at the Yogyakarta Palace, the work of the late Sultan Hamengkubuwono I. Furthermore, the king of the Yogyakarta Palace Sultan Hamengkubuwono X accompanied by Gusti Kanjeng Ratu Hamas hosted Emperor Naruhito's dinner at the Suite Ward. The Yogyakarta Palace is an icon of Yogyakarta culture and tourism. Emperor Naruhito's visit continued to Borobudur Temple, Magelang, Central Java on Thursday, the 22nd of June 2023. On that occasion, Emperor Naruhito was accompanied by Central Java Governor Ganja Pranowo. Borobudur Temple is one of Indonesia's tourist icons that has been recognized as a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage. Borobudur Temple is estimated to have been built during the Sailendra dynasty in the 7th to 8th centuries. The attraction of this Buddhist temple is that it was built from around 2 million river stones around Borobudur.
The Indonesian national team match against Argentina in the FIFA Matchday match took place Monday, the 19th of June 2023, at the Gelora Bung Karno main stadium, Jakarta. Argentina chose Indonesia as its opponent in the June edition of the FIFA Matchday. One of the reasons is because the Indonesian national team won the 2023 SEA Games. The coach of the Argentina national team, Lionel Scaloni, admits that Indonesia is a difficult team to beat. Argentina found it difficult because core players such as Lionel Messi and Angel Di Maria did not compete. Despite being ranked first in FIFA, Argentina was only able to score 2 goals against Indonesia, which is currently ranked 149th. Argentina had to be satisfied with a 2-0 win on her trip to Indonesia.
The Indonesian government launched the Republic of Indonesia satellite, Satria-1, at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Orlando, Florida, United States of America on Sunday, the 18th of June 2023, at 18.21, or Monday, the 19th of June 2023, at 5:21 Indonesian time. The successful launch of the satellite also made history as Indonesia's first multifunctional satellite with the largest capacity in Asia. Satria-1 was launched using the Falcon 9 rocket owned by Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, SpaceX. Satria-1 is the first internet satellite owned by Indonesia. Indonesia until 2018 has 5 operational satellites to serve telecommunications and broadcasting needs. The satellites are INDOSTAR-2, PALAPAD satellite, Telkom 3S satellite, PSNVR-2 satellite, and BRISAT satellite. The construction value for the Satria-1 satellite is 8 trillion Indonesian rupiahs. The Satria-1 satellite aims to distribute internet access evenly, especially for the purposes of education, health, public services, community, as well as the military and police. In addition, the presence of Satria-1 will provide fast internet services for disadvantaged, frontier and outermost areas. Apart from Satria-1, the Indonesian government plans to launch a hot backup satellite, HBS, in the third quarter of 2023.